This video is based on a blog post I wrote before retiring. I have since retired. I originally wrote that we were almost ready to retire. In the next week, I was planning to formally announce my retirement to my employer. I started to tell a few close people at work. The reactions were consistent. Let's just say I knew there was not going to be a retirement party. My boss wanted to have a conversation about development and career paths. I told her that my next step is part-time at the most. I just want something entry-level to cover our mortgage. She kept shifting it back to wanting to know what lateral moves or promotions I could work toward. I do not want a lateral move or a promotion. All I wanted was my time. I did not want to be paid more for my time. We only have so much time left. The countdown is continually ticking down. More money does not put more sand in the hourglass. I led a meeting a month before I retired and asked the group if they could retire early, what would they do with their time. We had breakouts even. I worked in financial services and the people could not process the question. These were financial services people. Some gave generic "I would travel" answers and others said they would work. They just did not understand the question. I gave my answer. If I were to retire early, I would smile. I would spend time with my kids and my wife, and that is what ended up happening. I retired young and now I spend my time with my kids. Check out the full details by visiting the link in the description. Freedom to own your time. I wanted to get away from the politics at work. Escape the forced fun and the constant critiques that never matter. Retiring means no longer being told what to do and who to be by people who need to pay you to even be around them. Retiring means no more meetings all day to talk about things instead of doing things. It means owning your life and your time. Retiring early is unrelatable. Others cannot relate to the reality of how possible it is to retire early. We are all anchored to working into our 60s. What is especially sad to me is people who work in financial services can't even figure it out. Do not expect a party. People either cannot relate or are jealous. Parties for retiring are celebrations of endurance. They are for people who hung in there for 40+ years. Do not expect a retirement party for retiring early. There will not be a celebration. There is just envy or confusion. The pats on the back will be few and far between. People just are not happy for people who retire early. I have a few friends that retired early. Their message is the same. It is hard. No one can relate to you. Most end up going back to work because they are bored. All their friends work and their kids are in school or away at college. No one wants to hear their story about what they did all day when they were retiring. They feel like islands. Some drink heavier. It is hard not to fit in. That makes sense. We live in a society where if people understood how to retire early, they would retire more often. But I was ready for it. I wanted my time with my kids and my wife. I am comfortable without having an early retirement party. In a way, it is much better that others don't know. I love being retired young. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Also, don't forget the link in the description.